And I know,
I think in a way you probably enjoy sorting your mail.
Yes, we're at the end of the string here, but let me say to everybody, don't worry about my mail. Don't touch it. Don't take it out of the mailbox.
You don't even want us to bring it in?
I hate it.
You always used to like when we put it on your counter.
No, I never liked it. No. Have you ever heard me say, I really like it when you take my mail and
it was implied.
Let me tell you, there are a few things that I remember every day.
Okay.
Mail is one of them. I think everybody remembers their mail, and that drives me nuts. It used to be done on a regular basis, and it drove me
that's right.
insane.
We live in a world of more electronic conversations. Rarely does anybody lick a stamp and send a letter to anybody anymore. You send an email, you call them on the phone, you do those kinds of things.
You text them.
But I would agree with Mike, I still get a bit of, a bit excited when I get mail from it. Now, I hate junk mail. Junk mail does nothing for me. But when I actually get a letter that's for me, that's exciting. That's fun, and I don't want anybody in my mail either separating it out, and I will say this too, and I'm going to say it quietly because somebody might be in earshot, but when she, the other person in my life, gets the mail and then decides to sort it out, I also find it a bit irritating because I want to see all the mail. So I understood where Mike was coming from. There's a certain excitement that comes with getting mail. Wouldn't you agree, Vinny?
I don't care as much as you do, I guess. Because my girlfriend, she gets the mail. She gives me my mail, and I don't see what her mail is because I don't care.
Maybe it's an age thing. Mary, how about you?
I don't get a lot of junk mail, actually. I do the whole unsubscribe type thing.
And I do that as well to keep it under control. But imagine if you were to get a letter in the mail. Wouldn't that be exciting?
Yes, I guess it would be a little bit, but well, here's the way I look at it. Yes, I kind of agree with Mike, where it's like when they went through stuff, there was stuff that he was interested in. So I would be mad on the level of how dare you decide what I should and should not like.
Right.
Yeah, that's the
for
part.
me.
I agree with that part.
Yeah. Throwing out the Imbibe magazine?
No.
That I would kill Pony.
It was the King's flyer, the magazine for fat guys down there. I get the same magazine, so
the Big and Tall magazine.
Yeah.
I think that I had a thought and then it all of a sudden disappeared.
Well, I'll fill in for you while you figure that thought out.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
But, the funny thing is that the more they highlight Pony and the more they highlight these, what do you want to call them, idiosyncrasies he has, the more he reminds me of my ex-husband.
Oh.
Straight up. And so I'm just like, Pony, whatever. But it's the same thing. He would do that, and what got me mad wasn't so much that I wanted to have control over my mail. It would be that he took that decision away from me.
So what you're saying, on a scale of 1 to 10, Pony is a 1.
Yeah. Because I need to definitely go the opposite direction of what obviously didn't work for me.
I liked Pony. I liked Pony.
Well, you can marry him.
Not that well. I can't be with a smoker.
Can you be with a vapor?
It's a little weird seeing you a fire-breathing dragon over here.
I haven't acknowledged it, but I have been, during the show, and if you're watching on Ustream, you can see, I have been vaping, and I have been playing with it this week. I have licorice in here. No nicotine, because I'm not a smoker. I'm actually enjoying the experience because of the fact that it's very much like a portable hookah.
You're just sucking on it because you like the taste.
Here's the other thing. As a fat guy, I love black licorice, but I can do this and not consume a bag of it.
I was just going to ask you that, Marcus.
Yeah.
Does it curb cravings?
I have found that, yes, it has helped me in that way that I have snacked less with it in the house.
Does it come in pizza flavor?
If you go to
I would doubt it.
If you go to thevapelounge.com, he has a lot of flavors that you can try.
Yeah, he's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
And he also Exactly.
That's one of his favorite
That's
ones.
his favorites.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is they hand mix them themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's all natural stuff. So I'm having it, and I'm not worried about the chemicals. It doesn't have a chemical taste.
It doesn't have a
It's very
smell
natural.
either.
No,
I don't smell anything.
no. It's really personal. It's a really nice experience. I really wish that Mickey would communicate with me
Here's
so I
your
could
ad,
talk about
Mickey.
I know. So that we could talk about how I can have a more manly setup than the one that I have.
It looks
here.
like a little pen.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With a nipple on it.
Yeah, and then you suck on it.
Yeah, that's it. It's really awesome. I'm going to do it
Well,
again.
that's what I was wondering. Is I'm not a smoker myself, but he is the one that opened my eyes to the fact that non-smokers do this too. There are some with no nicotine in them,
Yeah.
and it got me wondering because, I worked so hard to lose all this weight, and I've gained half of it back because I've been having issues with an out-of-control sweet tooth that I have never had before.
Well, as I will acknowledge again for myself, and I can only speak for myself, that it has helped me in that way because of the fact that I have the flavors like licorice. I have here, I also picked up, vanilla latte. I picked up, let's see, that's the licorice one.
I like how we started out talking about Pony, and then we went to a commercial for the Vape Lounge.
It all blends right in, doesn't it? It's just the way it is.
He got his airtime. We're good.
I got one here called Lounge Juice, which is mint, orange, and licorice in one.
I love mint, but I don't like mint mixed with citrus.
And the word lounge juice is kind of repulsive if you really think about it.
Yeah.
I'm not even going down that road.
The stuff you find at a strip joint.
I also got Fire and Ice because I like the cooling action of a mint, but I also like the
cinnamon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's
Fire and Ice alcohol.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that.
See, I'd be more interested if we were talking about ice cream flavors.
Yeah. Like the new Ben and Jerry's.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Mickey Coachella, I'm upgrading you to an 8.5, and I just want you to remember my name, and know that on March 15th I will be rolling through Baltimore, and I'm gonna find the Vape Lounge.
Wow.
8.5.
I would like to visit the Vape Lounge just because it's.
You know what? I got some exciting on that note. I got some exciting news for my wife.
Oh, good.
She has a business trip to Baltimore.
Oh.
So guess who's hitching a ride?
I thought you were going to say she calls you a 7.
Yeah, no. I'm still trying to make it past 4. And on that note, as Mickey put it, anything below a 6 is non-effable. So why she's with me, I have no idea.
Well, and that's something also that we kind of need to clarify. Is everybody knows 10 is the best, 1 is the worst. But the middle of that scale, I don't know exactly where everybody lands things. What is Wendy's 6 compared to my 6?
Well, okay, Mickey seems to think that 6 is uneffable, or is right on the borderline of uneffable. Where is your uneffable line?
I don't think that it would be a 6. Because wouldn't a 5 be average?
I would think so.
Okay, so, the majority of people out there are average, and I don't think that makes them. So I would say that your 4s and below are getting ineffable.
All right, so, because Wendy seemed, I believe, if I remember correctly, agreed to a certain extent with Mickey that 6 was borderline, 5 uneffable. So it sounds like you have a little bit more wiggle room than Wendy Townsend on her scale.
Yeah, well, and I'm also almost 36.
Yeah.
Where she's not that old yet, so she's going to have, the older I get, the lower the bar is.
Well, speaking of uneffable, let's just jump into what I teased in earlier then. So I said this on Facebook, on the OMearaCast Facebook page today. If you're looking at the 3 guys, Mike, Rob, Oscar, MFK, Mary, where would you put these guys? MFK with the 3 guys from TMOS.
Well, you're going to have to give some backstory to MFK.
Well, if you don't know what MFK is, then you need to listen to this week's bonus show of the Mike O'Meara Show because they explain it there. this is
see, I have been on the road and have not been able to download the bonus show yet.
all right. So MFK,
Yeah.
MFK is an interesting game. You are not allowed. You must put someone in a category. So I'm giving you 3 individuals, and one of them you have to say, I would marry this person, I would kill this person, and I would F this person.
Okay.
So MFK, Mike, Robin, Oscar, who would you do?
Oh, goodness. Okay, I think I have my order.
Go for it.
I would marry Mike O'Meara.
Okay, why would you marry Mike O'Meara?
I think because he seems to be the most emotionally mature.
Wow. Okay.
Listen, I mean, from a girl standpoint, listen to the fact that he uses the show as a therapy, and you hear his outlook on his marriage and how he and Carla interact, and he will say what he did wrong in his last relationships, and that to me is endearing, that he has sought to identify things that he did wrong in the past, and that this time around he's very open to doing something differently and improving his life.
It's interesting because I wonder if I were to put it out there, if people would say that Rob, if you were to just categorize who is the better, let's call